The original theme, a very famous original theme by Hans Saban, it was a bass line going dun 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 dun.
Hello, my name is Jean Chalopin. I've been for many years of my life a writer, producer of television series. Inspector Gadget was really conceived with the view toward the US market. 13 times 5 episodes for 65 episodes in total. And certainly that being a very big contributor of success because it was everywhere, 5 days a week. And I think it became part of the certain form of culture. There has been actually not so many adaptations of Gadget in merchandising, but there's one that I can remember is a '93 Super Nintendo. And today, poof, many years later, Microids is coming with a quite sophisticated game, and it's very exciting. I learned one day that my daughter is going to do the music, which is great because it's part of her universe. So I thought it was quite amazing to have that. And I didn't have the temptation to give her any advice because I'm not a musician, number one, and number two, because she's a great talented artist and she certainly doesn't need my advice.
I ended up being part of this video game project somewhat by chance, somewhat because of my last name. It so happens that I'm a composer and the daughter of the creator of Inspector Gadget. And I was contacted by Microids, and it just worked out well that I knew the series well enough, and I also really wanted to work on it. Gadget represents not only my childhood, but also for me, really my father. He's this lovable goofball, half human, half full of gadgets. And though my dad is full human, he always likes to buy things that don't really work. And gadgets usually broke down and failed him. And this kind of very sweet person that makes a lot of mistakes always reminded me of my father. So that's what he means to me. When creating the soundtrack, I didn't want to imitate the music of the past. And when you're working with something that is so famous and so iconic, it's always challenging to how to respect it without ruining it. What I wanted to do was leave the theme as it was and just give it a modern touch. And then in the rest of the original themes that I developed for the game was to make sure it's modern and in touch with what the game is about, with Gadget and his ancestors trying to save the world from M.A.D once again.
There are M.A.D agents there?
I just tried the game for the first time. It was, first of all, as a side of composer, it was really fun to hear my music integrated in the game because until now I've only seen small images, and then I had my music that I knew so well, but really on its own. And it was very nice to see that the music was integrating well in all the mini games and the open world and even the introduction. If you're a fan of the series and if you're new to the show as well, it's very easy to understand, and I think it's easy to get into, and I think it's for everybody, young and old and whoever else.